Let's try to keep it short and simple. Favorite Seth Rollins moment.
Mm.
The
I'll say
betrayer of
SummerSlam
the Shield.
when he beat
This,
Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam in 2014. That was a really good match.
yeah.
I like that match compared to the WrestleMania one because I wanted to see Seth Rollins have more offense. And in that match, he had to deal with an injury, champ, with the ribs.
Yeah.
And for him to go on in that match and win, that actually said something. Seth Rollins, though, I mean, Triple H, he really pissed off Triple H at one point in time because Triple H was about done with him. He was almost done with Seth Rollins at one point. And Seth Rollins to have this type of career, I mean, when he joined the Authority, I mean, I kind of liked it. So those were my kind of favorite moments from Seth Rollins.
Oh man. Every time Seth Rollins come out, man, that's my favorite moment, man. Because you just cannot deny when they start saying, "Oh," when they come on, that just make you just want to join in on the fun. So every time that music hits on Seth Rollins, it's got to be that. That's a great moment. One of the greatest moments is the betraying of the Shield and joining the Authority. Because it's just like your friends. It's just like everybody can relate to that one little snake, that unsanitary snake in the grass type friend that all of us had at one point in our life. Like we literally fought against one of the greatest groups of all time and beat them. We fought against Evolution with three of the biggest heels of all time, and then you betrayed us. And to this day, that bothers Roman Reigns. It bothered Roman Reigns so much that he literally cost himself the title match last year against Cody Rhodes. And it still bothers him to this day. So that's got to be the landmark moment. And like I said, Seth Rollins is a babyface now. But it's kind of like that whole Shawn Michaels Triple H beef. It's just like you did something to me, and it just bothers me so much to this day that every time I get a chance to stick it to you, I'm going to do it. Even at my expense. I'm going to jump off this cliff and I'm going to take you down here with me. It's a chance that I might not live through this, but I'm going to guarantee you ain't. So I got to say the betrayal of the Shield and joining the Authority simply because Roman Reigns ain't forgot it to this day. And hey, that betrayal is equivalent. It wasn't as violent, but it was equivalent to the window break when Triple H put Shawn Michaels through that window, because it was just like for 3 straight years they just did not forgive each other for that. And every time they could stick it to each other, they tried to. And that betrayal is equivalent to that. Two good friends that just, you got me that one time. We was on a roll. We fought wars together, but you do this to me. All right, I got something for you. And when we say we got a trick for you, we ain't talk about magic. So I guess just what Roman Reigns said, I got a trick for your behind. So yeah, the betrayal of the Shield, that was magical, and it still resonates to this day. Man, you can relate to that. Everybody can.
BRF.
Man. Seth Rollins. He's arguably the best wrestler of this generation. Um, definitely. I feel like he's the workhorse of the generation. Um, so many moments. I definitely agree. The SummerSlam match with Brock Lesnar was definitely miles better than the WrestleMania 35 match. I 1,000% agree there. Um, his World Heavyweight Championship run deserves a lot of flowers. Like this one definitely, the recent one, bringing the World Heavyweight Championship back, but definitely his run in 2014, 2015 after he became heel and turned on the Shield. Like, I mean, he said in one of his promos coming back, I literally, my knee buckled under the pressure of carrying this company on my back for the last like year and a half. So, I mean, like, if I have to single out one though, one Seth Rollins moment, if I have to single one out, this one might shock you. Honestly, all of WrestleMania 39, the
Hmm.
entrance, WrestleMania 39 for me, the entrance, the wardrobe, which shout out for him to having the guts to even pull them colors off. If you don't remember the WrestleMania 39, it was him and Logan Paul, and that match cooked as well, by the way. But the entrance, the WrestleMania 39 entrance, just you pretty much know, like when at a WrestleMania with this new entrance song, when Seth Rollins is getting ready to make that entrance for WrestleMania with that entrance song, it's gonna be one of the livest things ever. And just the size of the freaking robe he was wearing, and then just it, like Seth Rollins has just become like a spectacle of just like it's about to go down when you hear those guitar riffs at the beginning, and it's about to break down, like what's about to happen. And it's just, he has one of the best entrances in all of WWE, if arguably not one of the best ever, just with that song. Like Champ talking about, when the crowd starts singing with him, it gets you hype. Like it brings you in, and you're just ready to see that man do what he do and perform at the highest level. But for me, it's WrestleMania 39, because I think that was like, he had just recently, not long ago, just turned back being a babyface after that really good heel run, where it was like he was the Messiah during the COVID era, and then it morphed into him being like the visionary and changing the entrance music. And this was like the peak of like the initial part of him going back babyface. Like the fans were just like, they couldn't get enough of him. And then the match itself with Logan Paul it exceeded my expectation. And like, for as I don't know, for as big of a troll as I think Logan Paul is, one thing I'll give him, he has become an excellent in-ring worker. And him and Seth Rollins they tore WrestleMania 39 down. For me, it's the reason why I just picked that is because that was like the apex of just Seth Rollins going back to being a babyface, and the crowd just being behind him, and that entrance just really stealing the show. So for me, it's the moment of WrestleMania 39, and just Seth Rollins, basically, for all intents and purposes, for that moment in time, he stole the show. So, and he's done that plenty of times. So shout out to Seth Rollins, and he's still kicking. Like he said in a recent interview, maybe 5, 6 more years. So y'all, we gotta appreciate Seth Rollins while we still got him, because he's not gonna be one of the one that wrestle up there in age and completely just destroys his body and rips his body apart. He's got he's married to Becky Lynch. They have little Rue. They have a daughter together. He wants to be able to enjoy that after wrestling, and I don't blame him. Shout out to him. So we better continue to give Seth Rollins his flowers and appreciate him while we have him, because he's come out and said we ain't gonna have him for much longer. So we need to appreciate that man while he's still wrestling and doing his thing.
Absolutely.